before the sun rose over the vast expanse of the Roman Empire, before soldiers stirred in their camps and senators whispered in marble chambers, one man awoke with the clarity of purpose unmatched by any ruler of his age. Marcus Aurelius, emperor, general, philosopher, and steward of virtue, began each day not with luxury or indulgence, but with discipline, introspection, and unwavering devotion to a higher calling. His routine was not that of an emperor seeking glory. It was the routine of a man seeking mastery over himself. To understand how Marcus became one of history's most revered leaders, we must step into his mornings, his habits, his challenges, and discover the Stoic rhythms that shaped his character and sustained him through the relentless trials of duty and destiny. In studying his routine, we uncover not only the structure of a life well lived, but the essence of what it means to be unbreakable in a world designed to test every part of us. To rise with Marcus Aurelius is to rise into a world of immense responsibility. His mornings did not begin with the indulgence expected of an emperor, but with reflection. Even in the deep chill of military encampments along the Danube, Marcus awoke before dawn, letting the quiet darkness cradle his thoughts. He opened each day with the recognition that life is short, duty is great, and virtue is a path walked moment by moment. He reminded himself, even as the most powerful man in the world, that he was mortal, that he was subject to anger, fatigue, temptation, and distraction. And so he anchored his mind with words that would become immortal. He would tell himself that the day would be filled with selfish, jealous, or ungrateful people, and that his task was not to join them in their faults, but to remain himself calm, steady, just, and disciplined. His daily routine began not with action, but with intention. This is the doorway through which all of Meditations was written. A man shaping himself, sculpting his mind as a sculptor shapes marble. His habits formed the foundation of an inner citadel and unshakable core from which he governed both his empire and his own soul. Marcus Aurelius's daily routine was fueled by a profound sense of responsibility, one far greater than the typical burdens of leadership. His motivation was anchored in several core beliefs that shaped every habit he practiced. First, he believed that virtue must be lived, not merely admired. For Marcus, his philosophy was not an intellectual exercise. It was a discipline of the spirit. Each day was a chance to choose wisdom over impulse, courage over fear, and justice over convenience. His daily practices were rituals of character formation. He also believed the present moment was sacred. Marcus wrote extensively about the value of the present. Yesterday was gone. Tomorrow was unpredictable, but today was within his command. This sense of urgency pushed him to make each day a step toward becoming the best version of himself. Next, he believed that leadership required inner strength. As Emperor Marcus faced war, plague, political betrayal, and personal loss, his routine was designed not to escape these hardships, but to meet them with steadiness. His habits, journaling, reflection, study were weapons sharpened against chaos. And finally, he believed suffering was a teacher. The challenges he encountered did not weaken him. They forged him. Marcus saw adversity as raw material for virtue. Each difficulty became fuel for wisdom. These motivations formed the engine of his daily routine, a life lived deliberately, guided not by luxury or ego, but by discipline and purpose. To follow Marcus Aurelius' daily routine is to immerse yourself in a system of timeless advice, a blueprint for emotional resilience, moral clarity, and mental sharpness. Embedded in his habits are several foundational lessons. 1. Begin the day with humility and acceptance. Marcus encouraged waking each morning with the awareness that frustrations and obstacles await. By accepting this ahead of time, he disarmed their emotional power. The day could not surprise a mind already prepared for its hardships. To train the mind before engaging the world. Marcus believed the mind must be fortified before facing external pressures. His early morning reflections acted as mental armor, preemptive strengthening against distraction, anger, or fear. 3. Discipline the body to strengthen the spirit. He embraced simplicity in physical habits, cold mornings, minimal comfort, and consistent routines. To him, discipline was not punishment, but liberation, the freeing of the mind from the tyranny of indulgence. For remember the interconnectedness of all people. Marcus's writings emphasize compassion and unity. His daily interactions, no matter how burdensome, were guided by the belief that humans share the same nature and must therefore support one another. Even when others failed him, He practiced patience. 5. Reflect every night on successes and failures. The Stoic evening review was a central element of his routine. Marcus examined his actions. Did I act with justice? Did I lose my temper? Did I waste time? Did I align myself with virtue? This nightly audit reinforced his growth, making each day a stepping stone toward mastery. And 6. Live with purpose, not distraction. The emperor fought constantly against idleness and trivial pursuits. He valued focus, viewing wasted time as moral negligence. His routine reflects a man fiercely committed to aligning his actions with his values. These lessons, distilled through years of leadership and hardship, transform Marcus's daily routine into a living philosophy. While we do not command legions or govern empires, the core of Marcus Aurelius's daily routine remains profoundly applicable to modern life. His habits can strengthen anyone seeking clarity, discipline, and resilience. First, begin your mornings with intention. Before touching your phone or immersing yourself in demands, spend a few minutes in stillness. Reflect on the challenges ahead and prepare your mind to face them with composure. You might choose to read a passage from Meditations, journal your thoughts, or simply breathe deeply. Second, practice voluntary simplicity. Marcus intentionally rejected excessive comfort. You can do the same by choosing simplicity in daily decisions. A tidy workspace, a consistent routine, mindful eating, or reducing unnecessary distractions. Simplicity brings clarity. Third, journal regularly. Follow Marcus's example and write down your thoughts. Ask yourself, what am I grateful for? What did I learn today? What tested me? How can I improve tomorrow? Journaling sharpens the mind and reinforces growth. Fourth, prioritize what you can control. Throughout your day, separate the controllable from the uncontrollable. Focus your energy on your actions, your thoughts, and your responses, not on circumstances or opinions beyond your influence. Fifth, act with kindness, even when it is difficult. Marcus faced countless antagonists, yet he remained committed to justice and patience. Practice compassion with those around you, not because they deserve it, but because doing so preserves your own integrity. Sixth, use adversity as a training ground. When you encounter stress, setbacks, or conflict, pause and remind yourself that these moments shape character. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth. And finally, end the day with reflection. Review your actions, celebrate your successes, acknowledge your failures with honesty, and commit to improvement. This practice transforms daily living into lifelong success. Through these adaptations, Marcus Aurelius' routine becomes a modern path guide for living with strength in a chaotic world. In examining the daily routine that shaped Marcus Aurelius, we witness the profound truth that greatness is not born from grand gestures. It is built in the quiet consistency of small, disciplined actions. His power did not come from the throne, the legions, or the empire. It came from within, from a mind trained to remain steady, compassionate, and courageous in the face of adversity. His habits forged an unbreakable emperor, not because they elevated him above others, but because they grounded him in what truly matters: virtue, purpose, and presence. His routine reminds us that no matter our circumstances, we hold the ability to strengthen our minds, calm our hearts, and shape our character. Marcus Aurelius' life is a testament to the idea that inner order creates outer strength. His daily practice is simple, deliberate, humble, constructed the inner citadel that allowed him to endure hardships that would have shattered lesser men. And so, as you consider his routine, let it become more than history. Let it become a model, a guide, a standard, a companion on the path to your own inner strength. For in the end, Marcus Aurelius teaches us that we too can build ourselves habit by habit, day by day, into something unbreakable. Thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable, please like and subscribe for more insights on building a stronger, more resilient life. See you in the next one.